Would you try one simple change just for 30 days if you knew it will really help you lower cortisol, lose belly fat faster, and with less effort? That's the results my clients experience after implementing it, and the best part is it doesn't involve doing more or changing what you eat. So now I will show you what is it, why it works, and how you can start implementing it straight away using the cortisol triangle framework. Let's start with what is it. In my 20s, for example, I tried every possible supplements to lower cortisol, every food, every diet. Yet the stubborn belly fat was still there. And what I didn't realize back then was that all of those things were only part of the picture, and I was missing another huge part. That missing piece wasn't what I was doing, because I was doing a lot. It was how I was approaching what I was doing. It's hard to believe it, but what has the biggest impact on your cortisol levels isn't the effort you make, the breath work you do, or even the supplements you take. It's literally your energy and your emotions and how you feel. There is something called brain-heart coherence, one of the simplest and most powerful tools for lowering that cortisol. The brain is your strategy, the meal plan, the workouts, the what to do part. The heart is your emotional state, how you feel while doing it. Think about it like a dance. When your brain tries to lead, but your heart isn't following, you trip, your body tenses up, and dancing becomes a pain. But when they both move together, it just feels easy. So when you align your brain and what to do with your heart and how you feel while doing those things, you enter that flow, your nervous system relaxes, and fat loss becomes a byproduct of that alignment. But if you just focus on what to do and you skip the hard part, your body stays in chaos, and then no matter how healthy your actions look on a paper, you will be stuck in that survival mode, and that's where cortisol stays high and your body simply cannot burn that fat. So how do you actually apply that in your day? I will show you now how you can use the cortisol triangle framework in all key areas for the next 30 days, because honestly, when I started applying this, my stress dropped. I was finally able to go from this to this, and my body fat started to drop week by week without really doing more. So the first piece of the cortisol triangle is something a lot of women struggle with: enjoying the process of change. Let's take a look now. How does it apply to your diet, workout, and that inner voice, inner chatter? Just recall the last time when you caught yourself saying, I hate cooking, I don't have time for it, or I miss my pizza, I cannot have this, or I have to track every macro to lose weight. That mindset pretty much keeps your body in that constant fight or flight, high cortisol state. Even if the things feel hard, you have to embrace that process of change rather than forcing it. And here is an example of how you can do that. You want to shift from this to, for example, I'm busy, but I will take my time to find a healthy, ready meal option I can have. Other one, tracking calories is boring, but thanks to that, I know I'm on the right path to get in a better shape. It's just a feedback and 5-minute task. It's literally the same action, just from completely different energy. Because when you approach things with love and acceptance, you align your brain with your heart, and that's literally how you can lower that fight or flight response and your cortisol. And this isn't any woo-woo thing. Psychoneuroendocrinology is simply the science of how your thoughts and emotions impact your hormones, including cortisol. If you don't believe it, just honestly try for 30 days, or you can also join my Superwoman formula so you can get daily support how to do that. But food is not everything. If you go to the gym with mindset, I need to work out to lose fat or need to push hard, you are actually increasing cortisol. Pushing hard is great to build strength and endurance, not to lower cortisol or lose that body fat. So the next time you exercise, approach that with a mindset: I'm moving to release tension, boost endorphins, and clear my mind. Movement is meant to free your body. And the more freedom you can find in what you do, the less cortisol release. Once you do that, there is one more important thing: your inner chatter, your inner voice. If you're constantly telling yourself why I'm craving this food, why I cannot stay consistent, why other women are just lean and fit, that mental noise is unfortunately stress. And here is how you can approach that better. For example, I'm learning what my body needs. every choice is a learning, and learning means progress. But just knowing it and saying it, it's not gonna work. You also need to feel it. And I know that when you don't see the progress yet, it's hard to feel it or enjoy that process. And the secret here, having a purpose in every single thing you do. So link every chore to the end goal and the woman you want to become. So for example, tomorrow when you meal prep, take your supplements or go to the gym, try to catch every thought that crosses your mind and shift that high cortisol thoughts into low cortisol ones. Plus remind yourself, this is just part of becoming the calmer, leaner, happier version of me. When you do that, you stop fighting or resisting the routine, and that's when cortisol drops and your body can start burning fat. Now that you know how to start enjoying that process, let me show you how you can also implement the second piece of cortisol triangle, being present. I catch myself quite often thinking, for example, oh gosh, I still have to do XYZ, I'm so behind with work. But this is just example of how unconsciously we create that stress and spike cortisol. So here, just shifting to there is a lot of work, let me map out the plan and focus on one task allows your body to get back to that present moment. In other words, always think about it that way. If you live too much in the past or in the future, that means stress. But if you focus on a present moment, that's when your body relaxes and cortisol drops. So how does it translate to your everyday life? Whatever you do, make a ritual out of it. When you eat, for example, put your phone away, focus on eating slowly and actually tasting your food, plus feel grateful for what you are doing to nourish your body, because the love you show in that moment to yourself is stronger than any cortisol lowering supplement. And I wouldn't be saying that if I haven't experienced that. Then also, when you work out, for example, don't think about the email you have to reply or the conversation you had with your boss before. Try to focus on your breath, your muscle, and how your body feels as it moves, because this is how the movement can become your meditation, and yoga is actually one of the best forms to practice that. Then also, if at any point during your day you catch your mind spiraling into, for example, what if I fail again, or this isn't working fast enough, just pause, take a deep inhale in and release with a sigh. For example, and then just say, I am exactly where I should be, I'm doing my best, and what I'm doing is helping me get closer where I want to be. When your mind and your body are in the same place in the present moment, your nervous system relaxes, and that helps lower cortisol a lot. And then the last piece of cortisol triangle is gratitude for showing up. Here you have really two options. Option one, you can either be unhappy what you haven't achieved yet, or option two, you can feel grateful what you already tried, what you accomplished, and staying open to learning from what is not working. Because that's what tells your nervous system, I'm enough, I'm learning, and I'm moving forward at my own pace. And that's the energy where real lasting change happens. But as I said earlier, just saying it without really feeling it, it's not gonna work. So here you have to find something that you're genuinely proud of or grateful for. Just saying I'm grateful for healthy breakfast, most likely it's not gonna work. But saying, for example, I'm grateful I didn't skip breakfast as I usually would do is way more powerful, because it shows that you have overcome the usual problem. So now you know how to lower cortisol by changing how you approach your day. But what is also important is how to regulate your nervous system and stimulate vagus nerve, because it has huge impact on your cortisol too. To learn how to do that with one powerful technique, watch this video next.